serving in a department in your church, or you are not serving as a steward anywhere, you can't marry me. See, I just want that I'm willing to build with a man from scratch. As far as that man is purposeful and is in alignment, the rest is history. Do you understand? The rest is history. Single attractive because you have a bad. They said you are single attractive because you have a bad character. Who told you that's true?
That everyone tell me.
Because she's 30 years and she's single, that means her character is so bad that no man marries her. You know, some ladies understand the fact that they are the price.
Don't be lying.
And they don't mind the age they are clocking. They want to.
There's nothing you are telling me.
I want you all to understand this.
I came across this lady's video and I really want to analyze 3 of those videos. Even if it takes me to analyze it with 2 videos, like part 1 and 2, I will do that. The number 1 video where she was talking about if you are not a worker in church, that she cannot marry you, my sister. You see, the 2nd and 3rd video, I accept that with you. You understand? Why? Let me first talk about the first video I played, where you talked about the aspect at which if somebody is not a worker in your church, say you no go marry him, my sister. That implies that, okay, that simply means to me that you never take for church. Maybe you just join church. You just enter church. Now you make. A lot of us that have been in church all our life, where we grew up in the foundation of ministry. We've lived all our life in the church. We understand how it goes, how it works in the church. Now let me make you understand something. When you talk about marrying a member of your church, it's fine. The only thing I pray for you, they say, God would do them. You go marry the right person. God would not allow you to get married to the wrong person. So long as you've come out to, talk to people, inspire people, educate people about spirituality, I pray that God would bless you, in everything you do. But you see this aspect of you see this aspect of saying that you can't get married to someone who is not a worker in church. Let me tell you, I will advise you, take that out of your list, because the church is somewhere you meet sick people and you meet people who are not mentally stable. Let's be realistic. The church is filled these days with people that you see them as they are of God, but sometimes they are not. Let me say, out of 100%, the people you see in church now, 50% are agents. In fact, the real children of the Most High are outside. That is what a lot of people don't know. Because the real children of God, when they are in the church, they are being tormented. If you're talking about being a worker, that the person must be a worker, the person must be this, the person must be that before you can marry him, somebody can pretend just to get you. Somebody can act so nice just to get you. I was telling someone one day, I said, I prefer to be married to somebody that I know that he has a very good heart. He cares for everybody. Even if he has a razzed appearance, so long as he's a sincere person, he's straightforward. Let me tell you, there are so many people today with the good appearance. They look so innocent, but they are the devil. That is what a lot of people don't understand. I have worked in the church. In fact, there was a time I spent all my life in the church. I'm not saying I have backslided. Till date, I represent Christ everywhere I go. You understand? I am called by the Most High, and I know that even if I am avoiding to be too close to church, I know that one way or the other, I am still going to do God's will, and I will continue to do His work anywhere I am. There's one thing you need to understand, that the people in the church, a lot of them are hypocrites, a lot of them are agents. And when you are talented, when you are gifted as a person, I'm not saying you should not use your gifts to work for God. Use it to work for God, but don't be too close to everybody in the church, and don't believe that, because he's your member, he's born again. Because he's in the church, he's born again. A lot of guys you see, even the ones that are pastors, the ones that have been anointed to work in the church by physical ministers, a lot of them are agents. It's just the physical eyes that you are using to see them. I've met guys in the church that are agents. They are not ordinary humans. Some of them are demonic. Some of them secretly they smoke, they drink. Some of them are even ABCD, and they are pastors. Forget all these things where they talk. There are so many guys you see in the church. They are covert narcissists, even females. They are envious of themselves. If you are talented than this person, you sing more than this person, they start fighting you. I experienced a lot when I was in choir, as at 2007 to 2010. I know what I went through. I know what I saw in the church that made me, in fact, till date, I feel this trauma. Like, it was a traumatic experience that even for me to be in choir, now, it had me. I had to go and ask a pastor one day personally. I asked him, I said, sir, is it possible for you to walk outside the church without walking in the house of God? He told me yes. And ever since then, I have been doing the work of God outside the church. Why? Because I experience most times when I join the choir, they see me as a problem. Even your choir mistress feel they hate on you. Your choir master feel they say everybody they look, they look them. So forget all these things that we are doing. In church, I've experienced 3 good times, pastors poison their fellow pastor. And those pastors today, they are late. So what are we talking about? The late Sinachi. I heard her husband was a pastor in church, right? But what happened to her? Silently, that woman is no more. So what do you have to say about that? It's not about the appearance. It's about your intuition working for you. When you meet somebody, both in church and outside the church, ask God for discernment. Use your intuition. Forget about all these things. Say, if you know the church, you know the church. Person, agent of darkness can come from the pit of hell, can come from the underworld, dress innocent just to come get you. Because a lot of us today that are called by God, we are prone to meeting enemies. That is why a lot of us you see today are not married yet. Not because we are not seeing a lot of people, but we know that the devil is so bent on giving us the wrong people. And when you meet the right person, their agents will look for ways to disconnect your relationship with that person. Then they will make your relationship with the wrong ones smooth, so that they want you to get married to that person. Now, these are the things we need to think about. Forget about the appearance. I know a lot of members in the church that when God opened my eyes to see who they are spiritually, I run. I have tried joining a choir where the pastor secretly called me and told me that I should be careful so that big log of wood would not enter my eyes. Why? Because I joined them. I didn't even know that the choir mistress was already feeling threatened. I've experienced that in 3 times, where the choir master and the choir mistress will feel threatened that I'm about to join their choir. They nobody won't add me to the group. Why? Because they feel the attention will be on me. And I'm like, I don't understand. Everybody they sing. What is not different with mine? So these are the things that we need to think about. Forget about all these things that we do. The church is just a place where you meet different people. If you are a worker, work for God and go back home. Don't focus on being too close to anybody, because agents full church. Nobody like you. Nobody send you. Just walk along with the right people in the church. That's all. I wish you all the best.